welcome to my channel. Well, I woke up like at 1:30 in the morning. So it's another one of those wake up and don't know what you're doing type of thing. But I was thinking about how the randomness of that like lightning strike led to a sequence of events that allowed me to find knives that have been missing for a while. Some that I didn't know were missing. And things that knives, all kinds of stuff that was... What happened was, I had a spare TV that I wasn't using. I didn't even have it plugged in. I had it in the bedroom. Old Sony Trinitron. Heavy. Sucker's at least a couple 100 pounds. I'm not exaggerating. I think that sucker's heavy. And I'm old, But anyways, I managed to like building block, kind of like tip it, on its side and everything. The tricky part was the tile floor here, because then it started sliding. It was like frictionless. On carpet, it's hard to move, but man, you get 200 pounds on it. Plastic on plastic and get it just right, and it's like a skating rink. Anyways, I managed to get that done, but in the process, I had to clean out a path for it, and the place was starting to get pretty cluttered anyway. So I just went on this massive, kind of like one thing led to another, spring cleaning. And I wound up finding a lot of knives, like the Barlow Girl. I've already done a thing on that. This one has really been bugging me, because look at the size of this sucker. It was also hiding in a box. I knew I had that in here somewhere. I knew I didn't take it outside. I hadn't done anything with it, But right after I got this one, this sucker went missing. And I'm like, man, I like big knives and stuff, I found knives that have been missing that I didn't know were missing. I mean, that's me not having a good inventory system, but that's life. Like the French Tickler, I cleaned this one up a little bit, but the bolsters were all messed up. There was a bunch of gunk in it and everything. But this is an excellent knife, man. It's basically a medium toothpick lockback, which that's the problem with toothpicks for me, is when the blade starts getting really long, there's a temptation to with it, and then you don't want to do that with a slip joint unless you need to trim your fingers. I mean, not like fingernails, but trim your fingers off, because you're going to get one folding on you. And if you're not holding it right, But I found this guy. I found a rivet gun, which I knew I had. I haven't found the rivets yet. But I could use this on leather and stuff probably also. Some places you could just snap rivet yourself a sheath together quickly. This, I haven't cleaned it up yet, but I mean, this is an example of how the stuff will just sit there if it gets neglected. Marbles, but it's a really nice fluted bone type of marbles. Now, I got this from the sharp finger, the little sharp finger. It really is a sharp finger. So I was using it. Oh, I haven't used this in a while. I was using this to open up a package, and I held the package like this, like it was plastic. It was like a double layer plastic thing, and I was stabbing through it, and bang! Got myself right in the finger with a sharp finger. But I found this big brother, the Deer Slayer. I think that's what they call that. 150T. But I'm glad I found that one. Here's a Benchmade Mamba that was hiding in the recliner. Or no, it's not pinch me. It's blackjack knives. Mamba. Made in Japan. I don't know why I said pinch me. Pretty cool little knife. That was hiding in a little angle iron channel, like about this wide. I didn't even know. That was hiding there. And this roper was hiding in the recliner also. Man, a recliner will gobble up a lot of knives, especially small knives, because it'll fall between the seat cushions. And most of the time they go straight down, so if I do it a chair tip, you know, I'll find them. But if it falls in that angle iron and it's small enough, and it falls in that channel, like this one was in that channel, this one was in the channel, this one was in the channel, and this one was in that channel. All three of these were sitting in there, and I didn't even know they were missing. Where was this guy? Oh, in the bedroom. My bed is flat on the ground, but there was a little overhang, you know, where the covers were coming from, and bang, that was hiding there. And I didn't even know it was missing, but a Barlow. No, those two weren't together. It was in a box. All right, now I'm gonna do my giveaway, which I still need to do for April. But I'm gonna give away box cutters. Now you might be tempted to do it this way, but this is the way. This is the way you should open and close it. You know, like you push it down on something and you close it like that. That's the safest way. I got this type because it can turn it into a scraper too. So it's kind of a, you know, cutting open boxes is like one of the few things, if you're stuck indoors, you don't get out very much, where you get to use your knife. And if you have a box cutter, well, it takes away all the fun or excuse of using your knife. You can still do it. I mean, but if you don't want to abuse your knife, or you don't like sharpening knives and stuff, box cutter is the way to go. You get single edge razor blades. You can get a bunch of these for, you know, fairly cheap. But I'm going to include, it comes with one in there. I'm going to include that. Just be careful with them, kind of, because yeah, you can mess yourself up with a box cutter, not knowing which side is which, you know, which end is the cutting in. I think that's why they have this notch down here. I'll let you know, hey, this is the top. I don't know. But this is how you remove it. You basically just pull that out. Drop one in. Now, razor blades are one of the first things that cut me, because, like I said, when I was a kid, I was making model airplanes, and I carried a double-edged razor blade in my pocket. Not a single edge, a double edge. And forgot about it. I put it in my blue jeans pocket, and later on I was doing something, reached down in there, and I got myself really good. But yeah, I was afraid of doctors and shots and everything. I knew they were going to try to send me to a doctor for a tetanus shot or something. That's always what happens when you get cut. So I didn't tell my parents about it. I just went ahead and lived with it. Didn't get tetanus. This is one of those spear darts, man. It went all the way into him. And I wanted you to look at the tips of them, man. They don't skimp out on needle points with it, man. It really is a needle point. Flat. But I have a lot of fun with these. Yeah, you'll get these. I've got a triple one that I was doing in Robin Hood shots. You know, you'll get these where it'll sink in. It'll hit the head of it, you know, especially if you're aiming at something, you know, close up, or trying to get your grouping very well together. But he's pretty tough, man. It only goes in just a little ways on him. As far as penetration goes, it's all in how much velocity you're putting behind it. And the more you exhale really hard, the more likely you are to shift your point of aim when you're shooting. You know, just your process of exhaling. And man, I set the blowgun up. I was in here in the living room. I set the blowgun up and a target up there against the door. And I was downloading a travel video. I took a trip to Dollar Tree and recorded on my action camera. And I was downloading that from the action camera to the cell phone. And I had the action camera on a tripod, and I put that barrel up on it as a rest instead of holding it in my hand. And man, you could get pretty accurate. And I was getting a lot of. Let me go get it. I think I still got them. Man, nah, I think I pulled them apart. But I had a three. I had a three Robin Hood. One was like this one, and then another one hit it on the end like this and deflected the dart to go sideways. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun for me. I always liked like regular darts too, throwing darts. I used to have some soft tip darts and stuff, and I had marked it off in my house in New Mexico, the distance, you know, to throw, and I'd play. I had one of those electronic ones, you know, where you could play cricket and all different, you know, versions. It would score for you. And bowling. I didn't get into a whole lot to archery, but I had that when I was a kid a little bit. I'd, you know, shoot bows and arrows, but I really didn't get into it that much as an adult. Of course, air guns, rifles, pistols, anything that requires you to place something in a small area, you know, with accuracy, either through, you know, holding steady or whatever. I've always liked that. And of course, it requires good eyesight. My eyesight's not that great anymore. And hand-eye coordination, of course. No matter how good you were when you were young, as you get older, you get, you know. But I mean, you just gotta put up with that. And look at this. This is kind of weird here. Top causes of death by age group. This is an insurance thing, you know. But look at what, for my age group, 65 or older. Look what the #1 killer is. Falls. They're trying to push, I think, because it's red, they're trying to push vehicle insurance, you know, but still, unspecified. Why? Why is this one, it's #3 in deaths, but it's unspecified? It's not poisoning? Suffocation? Yeah, that's really weird. Now you can look at your own age group or whatever, you know, like suffocation is when you're young, drowning, fire and burn. It's just weird. But yeah, this was you're at risk every time you get behind the wheel. So I knew it was some kind of car thing because it had that highlighted there. Anyways, yeah, that's my little ramble there. Sorry I haven't put out videos and stuff. I had a really good April, and just been enjoying myself. And sometimes I get into a video block where I can't make videos and stuff. Like the reason why I woke up, it was a mental thing. Man, you can't escape your own mind, you know, your dreams. I was having a dream I didn't like, and I woke up from it, and I'm like, man, I'm not going to go back to sleep and that thing repeat or another weird one come up. So I'm just going to get up, maybe walk around in the dark and make a video. Late night insomnia type of video. Anyways, there you go. That's what I've been up to. Still searching. I found a TS25 flashlight that I've been missing. That's a 21700 type flashlight. A TS12, that's a smaller one. Both of those are missing. A lot of the things on my list I've been finding, there's still things that I'm missing. But I found, like I said, I found quite a few knives. Hiding. They were really good at hiding. And I'm decluttering a little bit, getting more room and finding things. So there you go. That's my status. thank you everyone for sticking with me, man. I reached over 2K on at the end of April. So, like I said, April was a really good month, and I'll try to make it up to you. I'll be doing that giveaway pretty soon, and yeah. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.